Hello everyone, welcome to KerbalVision. Today we are going to be having a look at the Kcolbeloh System KSP mod. Now what this glorious little mod does for the Kerbal Space program is it adds a galaxy outside of the the Kerbal system, and it has a black hole, really cool, and it has planets which orbit around the black hole along with some other star systems that orbit around the black hole. And the reason I think this mod is absolutely amazing is because it is extremely beginner, or so if you want to get into galaxy modding, or even if you don't, this is just the way to get started in it because of the way it works. So you can do things, the way you can do things in it. Um, to get started, I'm going to read out all of the dependencies for this mod. If you want to skip that, I should have some timestamps in the bar below, and just skip through to the point that you want. So, let's get started. The dependencies for the mod is Copernicus for creating the celestial bodies, of course, Singularity for the black hole and wormhole shaders, so this mod actually has wormholes in it. I'll get to that a little bit later, and it also requires community KSP community fixes for bug fixes, and this depends. So those are the dependencies. There's also visual kind of dependencies. I think that you can get around with running it without these, but it's better to run it with it. And that is Eve Redux for the clouds, dust storms, and auroras. And believe me, one of the planets has got an amazing aurora. Scatterer for the realistic atmosphere, oceans, and sun flares. So that is the installation visuals and dependencies. So supported mods is Parallax 2, which is absolutely amazing, by the way. They actually put some work into Parallax 2 on some of the planets, and it's really cool. Then we've got Space Dust, Kerbalism, and Planet Shine. So those are all supported mods, and it is compatible with AVP and Spectra, and it is also it works with no, I won't bother about that. Anyway, I will have a link to all of this, by the way, in the description. Probably should have mentioned that before. Anyway, it works with Principia and Real Solar System, and if you install it with Real Solar System, this is a really good feature of it, is that it will also scale up. It will scale up all the planets 10 times to go along with the Real Solar System KSP mod. Now, there's one thing which they do not list, as far as I know, with they don't tell you in their GitHub page, but it works with KSP volumetric clouds. You have to get the config from their Discord server, but believe me, it works really well. And it's really cool. So anyway, let us get into the video. Hello everyone there who just wanted to skip past it. We are just getting going, so let's get into this. We will resume save, and we will go for the Kcolbeloh save. By the way, this mod actually has another feature which I forgot to list before, and that is it's got what's called home swap, and it'll basically move the KSC to your choosing of a few habitable planets in the system. So you'll get to choose which planet. It has to be one of the habitable ones, but you can move the KSC to them. It's in the settings for the mod, and I don't know why this is lagging so much, but yes, that is that mode, and let's just jump into the tracking station. And here's Kerbin. I'm running Scatterer and Eve, though I haven't got any configs for the for Kerbin or any of the other planets, but we're going to jump onto Jewel first. We aren't going to go to any other planets. We are going to go from Lathe, Val, Tylo, Bop, Pole, and this right here is the reason that I think this mod is beautiful for beginners or people who just want to get started in it and don't like the thought of having to go extremely long distances with to go to other star systems. I know a few other planet mods that do it, star galaxy mods that do it, but this is the only one which I really like. It's my absolute favorite mod for this. So as you can see, not sure if you'll be able to see it, but oh, there you go, you'll be able to see it here. You got that little weird distortion. So you basically enter the wormhole, and yes, this does require Copernicus expansion also. So anyway, that orbits around Joule, and if you have the Outer Planets mod, it orbits around Saranus. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yes, so that is that mod. That's our solar system. And then here is the Kcalbeloh system. So let's zoom all the way in. And here is the beautiful black hole, which is very, very beautiful. We will have a very good look in a real person view or real Kerbal view around one of the first planets. So let's go to the first planet called Onifi, Offerni, on. Oh goodness, I don't know how to pronounce this, but hopefully you could read the description. But yeah, stop rambling about that. Look at this beautiful planet. Just look at that. You got like these lava lakes and rivers on this planet. You got this beautiful, dangerous view of this humongous, great big black hole which it's orbiting around. Now, as you can see, I have a lander there, which we will go and have a look at soon. So let's go to Rowiqua. I probably should learn how to make these pronounce the names. But yes, so this planet has an atmosphere. The other one didn't, by the way. Atmospheric height is 80,000 meters. And this has got an interesting info. Just pause the video, put the quality up, and read the info if you want to know. Very beautiful mod. It is an ocean world, and as you can see, this is where the Eve configs come in, and you get the auroras, clouds, and scatter. It does, of course, the beautiful atmospheric scattering that it does. So let's go on to the next planet, and just that happens quite a bit. And we've got a beautiful planet here. Hasn't got any clouds. Does have an atmosphere, 80,000 kilometers again. So it doesn't have clouds, but it does have a beautiful aurora up the top. Has oceans. Not sure if the atmosphere is breathable or not. And I think this is actually one of the planets you can move the KSC to. So has a beautiful view of the black hole over there. And yeah, so very lovely little planet right here. So we will zoom out. And actually, one thing I forgot to mention before again, don't worry, if I continue with these mod reviews, which I will if this video gets a nice amount of good response, like lots of likes and subscribes and views from it, I'll definitely make some more videos of this. But it works with CCAN, so that's another really good thing. You don't have to manually install it. Of course, you can if you want to, but another reason I think that this mod's really good for getting started. You don't. So zooming on in here to this other planet, and as you can see, we have an atmosphere. Atmospheric height is at 46 meters, and pretty barren looking world. I think that might be an ocean there, not sure. You've got the little info sheet there, you can have a look at it if you want. Org is a frigid planet with an orbit that takes it far from the crowd. I still don't know how to pronounce that properly. Its surface is okay, I'm not going to try and describe that because yes, the thing is too small. So moving on to the next star. This is a star that orbits around the black hole. There's a few other ones. So it almost looks like Jupiter, and it's basically a star, and it looks like a dying star or a very small star because it's got like Jupiter's texture but much brighter. Anyway, here's the first planet, Methena. It's a bit hard to see because I got my screen a little bit far away from me, and it's the text is quite small. Anyway, here we are. We've got an atmospheric. We do have atmosphere around the planet. It is at 73 meters, 73,000 meters above the surface. That's where the atmosphere ends, and I believe that this is tidally locked. Of course, you can have a look at the info sheet, but just because of that little burnt patch there, I think that this might be one of those tidally locked planets. So anyway, let's zoom on out from that one. And now, oh, excuse me, I accidentally pressed tab a few too many times. We'll just come straight on back to this one. And this is the first rocky planet of this reviewing, and it has no atmosphere. And you can read the little info sheet if you want. Very dark little planet. It hasn't got a very bright star for it, and of course you do get a bit of light from the black hole, which you may not be able to run this on a low-end computer, just because this ends up being quite a few little shadows because of some of the stars here have got like two stars. So anyway, lovely little world. All of the mods here are supported by Parallax 2, which does include the surface features of Parallax, which is quite cool. So moving on to the next star system, and as you can see, it's a fairly big star system, orbiting a bit further away from the black hole. Let's move on to the first planet here. So this is a gas giant. Probably not the planet you want to land on. Hasn't got any moons. But it, of course, has an atmosphere. Atmospheric height is very high. It is at 291,000 meters above the surface, or whatever you consider the surface on a gas giant. Anyway, read the info sheet if you want to read it now. Just pause the video, and yes, we'll move on to the next planet called Suluco. And let's zoom in on this. I believe this planet's tidally locked, but an absolutely beautiful planet. Like, you've got this little ridge around here of ocean and water. Actually, I think it cuts off there. But as you can see, a very beautiful planet. I'm pretty sure this one is tidally locked. And of course, it has an atmosphere. Atmospheric height is of 65,000 meters. And it has some beautiful clouds on it. And it even has one moon orbiting around it. Or not so much a moon, it's an asteroid. Lovely little asteroid orbiting around the planet there. And yeah, so let's move on to the next planet. That one, planet is called, moon, asteroid is called Tot. So let's zoom on into this next one called very barren, rocky planet with a striking ring system and several large lakes. So a very beautiful planet. Not all the planets are supported by the volumetric clouds yet, but I believe they're working on getting them all working with it. So this planet has an atmosphere, and it has atmospheric height is 71,000 meters. Beautiful aurora at the top and bottom, lovely clouds. I am not running the volumetric clouds mod right at the minute, just because we're not going to be going onto the surface, and plus not many people can run the volumetric clouds, so best not to show it. So as you can see, lovely little rings here. They've even taken their ability to make a texture of the rings, so it just looks more like its actual particles. I don't believe it uses any much more computing power, just because it is a texture, but could be wrong there. I'm not a programmer. But here we have its first moon, which by the looks of things has got a bad case of acne. Actually, I forgot to show the info sheet for that one before. Well, it might have shown, I'm not sure. Anyway, back to this planet here. Very nice little texture on it. It looked much better when running the Parallax 2 mod. I'm not going to show up, just so that you all can go and explore this beautiful planets in this system. And as you can see, we can still see the black hole off in the distance. So it looks like it's got little volcanoes everywhere. Be a lovely little place to land. Moving on to the next moon, we have the wormhole. So this is where you'd come out if you went into the one that was in Joule. So you'd pop out of this one here, and yes, so that is this is where you're going to end up. So let's just zoom on out from this one here, and let's move on to this thing, whatever you want to call it, asteroid, Noi, whatever you want to call it. Little info sheet there, you can read that if you want to. Of course, it doesn't have any atmosphere because it is an asteroid, so pretty non-interesting. So we'll move on to the next one, and I believe this here is loading, is a biome, and it is really cool. But once our figuring out all the different clouds and scattering, we have here, so these two planets here orbit around a binary, so there's like an orbital bit in the middle. So yeah, I don't think these will ever crash into each other. Could be wrong, but they probably would have done things to the mod so that wouldn't happen. So yes, we will just focus our view on this one. Sumatra. So you can see the info sheet of it. It has an atmosphere, which is yes, and its atmospheric height is 190,000 meters. So we'll move on to the other one. You can check out this one's info sheet if you so desire. And this one has an atmosphere, yes. Atmospheric height is 177,000 meters. And yes, so that is the binary system there. So let's move on to its moons. Now we've got a pretty small little moon here, or is it just small because it's comparing to the beautiful big gas giants up there? Who knows? So this planet has moon rather hasn't got any atmosphere, and read the info sheet there if you want to see the interesting bits and pieces about this moon. So let's move on to the next moon here, Norik. I probably should name the moons when I pull up to them. But anyway, this is planet here, Norik. Norik, I think that's how you pronounce it. So it, yes, has an atmosphere. Atmospheric height is 42,000 meters. Hasn't got many clouds on it. Hasn't even got an aurora. So pretty barren looking planet. Not particularly the one I would want to live on myself personally. So anyway, let's tab on to the next moon. And this moon here, sorry, is an absolutely gorgeous moon. Probably got to be one of my favorite moons of this mod. As you can see, it's got a lovely cloud coverage. You can check out the info sheet there if you want. Beautiful aurora, lovely atmosphere, atmospheric present, yes, and atmospheric height is 96,000 meters, so it's fairly high on this planet. Let's see, how much is the gravity on this? So gravity here isn't actually that bad. It's 0.56 Gs, so that's actually not too bad for a planet that has such a big atmosphere. It's almost a what do you want to call it? A gas giant itself. So let's zoom on out from this little system here, and we're moving on to the last star of this planet, and soon you will get to see the beautiful black hole and the planet we are around it. So first planet here, they've even bothered to put a little temperature gauge around the planet, just so it looks cool. And as you can see here, just look at this planet. Probably better than the other one we're looking at before, but the other one just I like the other one more. I don't know why, but it's just cooler. But you can see how close it is to the star. Obviously burnt it. Hasn't got an atmosphere, and it is very lava-y. You wouldn't want to land in that. So let's zoom on out from here. And I forgot to mention that this is actually a binary star system. So let's go around to the other star here. You can check out the info sheet if you want. Of course, it has an atmosphere. As a starwood most favorite moon of this planet pack, because just look at that. Look at the aurora, and just look at that. Look, it doesn't even have a proper shadow at the back because there is a second star. There's two stars shining on it. So the nights here are much shorter than the day, and just look at that aurora. It's absolutely beautiful, and of course, since it has an aurora, it has an atmosphere, and its atmospheric height is at 86,000 meters. Very beautiful little planet. I don't think it has an ocean. Probably will say on the info sheet. And it is gravity, if you're wondering, is 1.384 Gs. So pretty high gravity, but an absolutely gorgeous moon. So let's move on to the next planet, Aftepan. No, Atpan, something like that. And as you can see, a very beautiful looking planet. Has a lovely aurora at the top. Lovely atmosphere. Atmospheric height of this planet is at 65,000 meters, and it has a nice and small gravity of 0.45 Gs. Still fairly high, but not bad. And as you can see, it has a few little lakes scattered about. And check out the info sheet if you want to. I personally don't look at the info sheet, but it might be more interesting than I think it is. And yeah, so let's zoom on out from that little planet there, and let's move on to the last of all of these planets. And I'm pretty sure, um, yes, I mean it's more grey, but still a very beautiful planet. and no, Anheta. Yeah, I can't pronounce that properly. Um, as you can see, it has a beautiful, lovely little ring around it, and it also has a lovely aurora, though I don't think this is the planet you'd want to land on. Of course, it has an atmosphere since it is a gas giant, and atmospheric height is at 225,000 meters. So let's tab on to the first of its moons, which happens to be an asteroid, and just look at that. Looks like a pillar. Very interesting little moon. Be very fun to land on. Uh, so of course it doesn't have an atmosphere, it's far too small for one. And check out the info sheet because I'm pretty sure this one would be very interesting. So pretty small though. Well, it's actually not that interesting at all. That's surprising. Oh well, whatever. And here we have another moon. Probably another one of my favorites, just because it's got lovely cloud coverage. It's like one of those moons you'd see in a sci-fi movie, just because of how green and beautiful it is. It's got lovely little ocean, very colorful little aurora, and nice clouds. So feel free to pause the video and check out the info sheet right now. And yes, so this one has an atmosphere, of course, since it has an aurora. Atmospheric height is 75,000 meters above the surface. So all in all, very lovely little moon. And let's just move on to the next one. So Orb is a blue moon. That's the info of this. So not sure how interesting it is. Kind of looks like the Mun from KSP2, just a little bit more cratered. Doesn't have an atmosphere, so there's probably some interesting thing on it from Parallax, since it is, quite honestly, a very boring moon. And moving on to the last celestial body of this planet pack, Elad. So check out the info sheet. It is the largest planet of I'm not going to try and pronounce that again, I'll just embarrass myself. But yes, a very lovely little moon there. Doesn't have an atmosphere, and just pretty much like what's it called? Oh goodness, I'm forgetting what it's called now. Tyler, that's right. Goodness me. So let's just tab on back over to our craft over here. Once I get to it. Don't know why I cannot get to my ship over here. Maybe it's burned up to a crisp or something. Don't know. Don't know why it wasn't selected before, but anyway, let's have a little fly of this craft and see the beautiful... Oh, here we are on the loaded screen, and as you can see, just absolutely gorgeous. And I probably should mention right now, as you can see, this planet mod also, galaxy mod, comes with its own skybox, which you can turn off in the settings, and if you don't like wormholes, you can also turn them off too. So, since I know I didn't design this to land there, I'm just going to make sure my cheats are on properly. Yes, very beautiful looking planet. So let's come down and begin our deorbiting. So we're going to try not to land on any of the lakes, because I'm pretty sure those would burn you to a crisp if we landed on them. So let's just get ourselves down. I think that will be pretty good. So let's just time up on down. Going very slowly, very, very slowly as it seems. Probably should have checked out the gravity of this planet, but as you can see, very beautiful looking planet. Better start our deorbiting just to make sure we don't accidentally hit the ground, and I might just zoom out quickly to try and get a beautiful thumbnail shot. Just zoom out a little bit. Just try and get as much in the frame as we can. I think that would be a pretty good thumbnail shot right there. Very good. That'll work fine. So yes, let's get our camera back to a pretty reasonable spot, and we better set that to ground meters because we don't want to be landing in one of the oceans. And as it looks like I got lucky, and we're going to be landing on one of the, whatever you want to call them, like islands, kind of. So let's just get ourselves coming in for our landing. We will turn on our lights, and using aerospike engine. Yeah, so let's just time up in a bit again, And let's see, as you can see, Parallax is doing its magic, and it looks like I'm coming in a bit too fast. Oh dear. Oh well, get ready to have some G-forces. Oh, it wasn't too bad. So, okay, it was too bad. Uh, oh well, guess we're not going to do much there. Um, but as you can see, Parallax 2 is doing its lovely job here with its tessellation. I probably should have nailed the landing a bit easier, a bit better. So, you know what? Actually, I have a quick save from before. I'm going to reload it. So, I will not cut all of that out because, well, it'd just be too hard for me and I'm too lazy. So, let's just get ourselves on a deorbiting trajectory again. I'm so sorry you have to put up with this. Let's just time hop in now, and we have the beautiful accretion disk flying above us, scarily. So here we are coming down for touchdown. I always have this problem of hitting the accelerator too late. So, sorry about all of that. Oops. Forget how to, actually, let me enable better time up. And, let's time up in. There we go. That's better. Just speed things up a bit, because I do not want to have to put you through the boredom of waiting for someone to land the craft properly. And let me just make sure everything here works fine. We're coming in a bit fast. Okay, good, we're making it. Oh, look at that. Even Eve is yeah, so this planet is cooking so much, as it turns out we've got little clouds on the planet. So let's see here, we are ready to come touchdown. And as you can see, Parallax is telling us we have got a very burnt out planet. And you can see Parallax 2's magic of adding nice little ground scatter is working perfectly. So, yeah, so that's basically this planet mod. I'm hoping to make some more KSP modding videos, depending on how well this video reacts. If you want to see more KSP, me playing KSP in modded, or just want me to show off KSP mods, then do like and subscribe, because if I don't, I probably won't make any more videos like this, because I know it's not going to get many views and not many people are going to enjoy it. So I just move on to doing something that everyone would enjoy. And you know what? Since I'm going to destroy this save anyway, let's do what everyone wants me to do. Let's go and land in the lava. Let's just get ourselves over a trajectory over towards the very, very red looking lava. And we will have a little land in it. And I'm sorry, Jebediah and Bill, but you are not going to survive from this one. Probably. Yeah, haven't got any other mods installed. I've just got the mods that work well with this, and a few quality of life mods. And as you can see, I've also got Planet Shine installed. I probably should have put a few things up here properly so you can see the full effects of it. And you can see we've got a nice little red hue on the ship here. So let's just see what our trajectory is going to do. Yes, we should probably start slowing down now. So we end up landing in the canyon with the lava in it. So I'm not quite sure how they make the lava shaders, so I guess we'll see how it turns out when we land. Well, not so much land, die. Sorry, Jeb, but you got yourself into this one by being on a save that is a show-off save of galaxy mods. I keep on calling it planet mods. I mean, it's technically a planet mod, but it's primarily a other one. Goodness me, my commentaries are terrible, but I think that they're better than they usually are on this occasion. So let's just slowly, actually more fast, slow down and land in a very, so as you can see, we've got overheating. It looks a little bit glitchy. Don't know why that is. But yes, as it turns out, this is very, very hot. So we will be overheating when we have touchdown. And you know what, Jeb? We'll just let you down in there for a minute. And there we go. We can stay in there and do one little science report. Actually, just to show it off, let's do a quick crew report when we have touchdown. Alrighty. Yeah, so very interesting one. Let's just quickly review that, recycle it, and crew report. So you recall not being paid enough for this as you watch your vessel turn into metallic fondue. Fondue? I don't know. Whatever. So yes, as it turns out, very hot. Let's just get another thumbnail shot here. I reckon this is definitely going to be it. Let's just get ourselves planet shine intensity up a bit, just so it looks cool. Planet shine off, thank you. And let's unpin that and get a nice little thumbnail shot here. I'll just put that on like that, F2, and let's just get a little zoom out here. Let's just go ahead and press Z, Alt F1, and we have ourselves our screenshot. So just to show everyone that I can, my Kerbals aren't going to die. I mean, they will when we have our, when we delete our save, and we'll just land her on the ground, right next to the, whatever you want to call it, the lava pools. I don't know why my commentaries are, well, I mean, they're better than they usually are, but of course they have a lot of improvement to do. So anyway, if you want to see more mods where I review mods, I've got quite a few in store which I'm hoping to review. So just to make sure that I'm going to be doing this for a purpose, please like and subscribe. Comment down below how much you enjoyed this video or how much you hated my commentary. Either one, I don't care. Just comment, like, subscribe, share, all the shebang, and we will hopefully, only if you do this. It's not you. You can't just say that someone else is going to do it, not you. You have to do it since you've made it this far into the video. You're obliged to. I'm just kidding. But anyway, it would be nice if you could. And if you do, definitely make an effort to make more of these videos. Anyway, thank you for watching this video about having a look at the Kabul, I still don't know what it's called, system. Thanks for watching. I have in the description, I've got a link to the GitHub page if you want to have any more information about this. And I will not put a link to the Discord in the description, just because you should look that up on Google. And join the Discord if you want to get the beautiful volumetric clouds or anything else. So thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, all the shebang, and I will see you in the next Kerbal Space Program video, or Kerbal Space Program modded video, if you like. Sorry, I should definitely stop doing that all the time. Very sorry. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.